It's the first rendition of the AV Club.
I'm so excited.
The AV Club. Here in the AV Club, we come to talk about the newest and truest movies out. Yeah, I have Dana here with me again, and today we're going to be talking about the newest MCU movie. Of course, everyone knows that I'm a big MCU fan and comic book fan in general. We're going to be talking about Dr. Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Let's go. Horror fan.
Yeah.
Action fan. Action adventure fan. Comedy fan. All of the genres. I haven't gotten into like country, those spaghetti western films.
Mm.
It's not my thing.
Yeah, no, not really.
I love documentaries.
Me
I love
too.
I just love film. But this is I'm excited to talk about too.
All right, so let's
do it.
Get into it. So, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness came out last week, in case y'all didn't know. If y'all have not seen it, I suggest you just turn off this portion of the show because, spoiler warning, we're going to be talking about what happened. Anyway, going into it. First of all, this was the first horror movie of this Marvel Cinematic Universe. Can you believe it? Now, I know y'all probably seen it was a lot of different tones and things going on. That's because they were actually trying to scare you. Now, it wasn't like, Jason and Freddy was about to pop out or anything, but, they tried to do something different. They actually tried it first with, technically the first Marvel horror movie was New Mutants, but that was done. And it was terrible. So we're going to forget that.
Okay, you said it was terrible.
It was fine, and it was terrible.
Horrible.
Yeah. We're not even going to talk about
that. 2-year wait, too? They kept changing the release date, and I was like, oh, this is going to be some good shit.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I watched that shit.
I mean, you knew what was happening as soon as it came on. You're like, okay, well, she's whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, not even talking about that. Marvel has missed, the Fox universe has missed a lot, but we're not even here to talk about that. With this movie, like I said, it was the first horror movie, and it was the first movie to kind of connect a lot of different universes together, obviously with the Multiverse of Madness. We've seen some characters, obviously Professor X from the 90s. A 90s cartoon sitcom came in and made an appearance in the Illuminati. In case you didn't notice, he did have that famous green suit on and that yellow floating chair.
He came in with the yellow wheelchair, the yellow Elon Musk wheelchair.
Yeah, Elon Musk. One of the things I actually found that was interesting about the original trilogy that had Patrick Stewart as Professor X is that they were told on set to not read any of the comics. They said that if they found comics, they would burn them on set.
Wow.
And so Kevin Feige, the guy who runs Marvel MCU now, would try and give people comic books and whatnot. So that's why they had no comic book accurate information.
So they literally came in the first X-Men 3.
Yeah.
With no expectations, not coming in blind, not even knowing. Even if they did know, they didn't know.
Right. So that was all the suits and everything. No one had their authentic suits. They're all black suits and whatnot. And so that was the point of that. But that's just
that's so cool. I didn't know that part.
Easter egg. So yeah, this connects all Marvel universes. Like I said, you've seen that there were a lot of different versions of different people. And they basically were just dropping, if you're a comic book reader, then there's different universes. There's an Ultimate Universe.
Can I just say something real quick? I, Dan Flowers, did not see this film yet.
Oh my God.
And I feel like I've seen it because of Twitter.
Yeah.
This Twitterverse, this Twitter universe.
She asked to talk about this.
Has captured everything for me because I literally did not see the film. It came out last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw it. It's crazy. As soon as it came out, spoilers came out. It was like, Dana, don't even go on Twitter.
I had to go see it Thursday night. I was like, no, I can't wait.
No, I wish I was like that person again, but I didn't. I didn't. But Twitter was literally my movie theater of watching all the all the big scenes, the shocks, the surprises of, oh my gosh, he's really in it, or it was mind blowing. So I have to give a shout out to Twitter for cheating me of that, and not allowing me to fully see the film before actually seeing it. It's whatever. No harm. I have no harm feelings or no bad feelings towards it. But let's continue. Sorry about that.
I know, all good. Yeah. So all I was saying is that it connects all the Marvel universes together so far. This is further we're gonna get into the Fox universes. The X-Men are gonna come and whatnot, but. We did see a few people come in as Mr. Fantastic came in. As I said, Patrick Stewart came in as Professor X again. I'm
Talk
surprised.
about the Marvel universe, like for people who don't understand or know, like even if this is their first time watching.
Oh yeah.
Podcast, what's the Marvel universe?
So
like, what is that?
The Marvel Cinematic Universe, the MCU as they refer to, is all of the actual films that were made ever since Iron Man was made. So not the Sony films. So none of the
Amazing Spider-Man.
None of the Amazing Spider-Man does well. They do connect now because obviously he came in Spider-Man No Way Home, but that's technically a different universe from the MCU.
Yeah.
So that's a different Peter Parker, and obviously the 1999 with Tobey Maguire is a different universe as well.
That was 1999.
Yeah, it was 1999.
Yeah, I at least thought it was 2000.
I'm pretty sure it was 1999. I could be wrong.
I
remember I was in the theater too. That's why I remember.
Damn.
So technically, those are not technically now they are a part of the MCU because we've seen them come into the movies and whatnot. We have seen Patrick Stewart obviously come into the movies now. So now X-Men, well, this is the cartoon series that is now a part of the MCU. And they actually are bringing back the cartoon series. They're rebooting it from when they got rid of it in the 90s.
Oh.
So that's going to be, I can't wait to see that as well. And I think what other universes are out there? Like Blade is a part of this now.
I'm excited to.
And I'm like, I can't wait to see that come out. And those who don't know, Blade has already made his debut into the MCU at the end of Eternals. Yes, I know y'all hated that movie. I didn't watch it, but at the end, when Dane Whitman grabbed the ebony blade, you heard someone said, "Are you afraid to? Or are you ready to wield that, Mr. Whitman?" That's
sure you're ready for that, Mr. Whitman.
Was Blade.
Wait, what?
A lot of people hated Eternals. I
hated it too, but I think I watched it twice because I hated it the first time. I had to watch it again. But where was that at?
That was at the end. It was one of the
very end because it was
credit scene.
Weird because I thought, was that before the whole random Harry Styles making an appearance?
No, that was at the end. That was after like the the last.
So when they were taken from.
Remember at the very end when he was like opening up the sword case?
Then he said, I gotta watch.
He opened it up and he said, "Are you ready for that, Mr. Whitman?"
I think like after I saw the Harry Styles thing, it's nothing against him, but I was like, after I saw that, I think I was like, all right, I'm done. Like,
yeah, I mean, I think you'll like that movie if you like Greek mythology, because like it's basically about Greek and Roman mythology.
Oh yeah, I pretty much captured that part too.
Yeah, I mean Cersei is Makari is Mercury or Hermes, however you want to say it. Anyway, yes, this movie connected all of them, and one of the things that I thought was interesting was Wanda's journey from WandaVision to Doctor Strange. Wanda is different. I remember it was this black lady that was in front of me. I could tell she never seen a Marvel movie ever. She said, "That bitch crazy." Ooh, that bitch did what? Damn, that bitch cold.
I love it. That's funny. No, Wanda she's gone through a whole lot. And the evolution of Wanda.
The evolution of Wanda, yes.
Because that's what it is. Yeah. The evolution of Wanda Maximoff from Civil War.
Yeah, Civil War.
To
Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron to Civil War to Infinity War, Endgame to her own WandaVision. And I think WandaVision was amazing.
Yeah.
It was a little slow burn in the beginning, but I think it was worth it because you had to understand it tied from the first episode to the last episode into why she went into like this whole sitcom thing. But it was great back into the MCU of Doctor Strange. Like I said, I didn't see Doctor Strange, but like just seeing the pain it was like her own therapy that she went through, plus even more of her turning up and tearing niggas to shreds.
Yeah.
Literally.
Because basically what happened in WandaVision, that was like them introducing the kids and whatnot in the family, so introducing them as a MacGuffin for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And MacGuffin is like the thing that's being chased, so America Chavez will be the MacGuffin of Doctor Strange movie. But yeah, it was like explaining her family and whatnot, and then showing how she got onto the Darkhold, and she got corrupted by the Darkhold. Because that
So
was
that's why she started to change. Okay.
So I think that's what they're in this movie. I think they're kind of depicting in that she's like a split personality, because they're saying the Scarlet Witch is like a moniker that she was always meant to become. And in the scene where Patrick Stewart got murked, again, spoiler alert, when Patrick Stewart got murked prematurely, he was trying to help someone out of her head, and then that's when the Scarlet Witch was like, nope. That was a part of the meme. That's why they had the meme where it was like broke neck. Because that was Patrick Stewart. Because everybody's so like, oh, clever. He's gonna go get Wanda. Cool. And it was like, oh.
So clever.
Okay, Professor X did too.
Dang. So clever.
But yeah, so I would say she's gone full villain. But the thing is, in the comics, she was a villain for a long time. She was with the Brotherhood, and her brother, who I'm still pissed, died by getting shot. How the fastest man in the freaking universe gets shot?
Yeah, that was a little weird to come to. Like that was hard to understand that part.
Yeah. But yeah, rest in peace, Quicksilver.
Yeah. And then bring him back in WandaVision, but him not being
So, and I don't know how they're gonna do this. Well, like they had the Quicksilver from the other universe, from the X-Men, come in and be him, but not be him.
That was weird. I was like, "What is this?"
I think somebody was a drunk that day.
But they acknowledged it too. It was like, "You don't look. You're not
Pietro.
Yeah, you're not him. You're not my brother.
But are you?
Yeah." So I was like, "What is?" What? Okay, well, I'm just gonna go with it, but it just didn't make sense.
But I would say part of me actually understands Wanda.
Yeah,
actually, a lot of me understands Wanda.
I feel like that's when first off, she came from a broken environment,
home. Like
lost her parents from a bombing,
and she's blamed Iron Man for that. So there's one. And they were killed by a bomb. She lived with the brother. They was on a run, and then they got abducted. And then in the MCU, they got experimented on and turned into power and given powers. But obviously,
like lab rats and
But then she lost her brother after they said they were gonna. No, first she tried to destroy the world, and then she said, "Okay, we're gonna save the world," and then lost her brother. And then so there was that, and then she got Vision. They were cool. Then she had to kill Vision, only to watch him come back to life. And she killed him for no reason.
No reason at all.
So then she was depressed upon that, and then she found the man that killed him and was about to kill him. He said, "I don't even know who the hell you are." So that pissed off more.
He was from a different
person. Yeah.
A whole different year from 2014
or 12 or something like that.
Yeah, like. And she was evolving into that,
right?
Her moniker, her Scarlet Witch, and like for someone to say, "I don't even know,"
she like, "What?
I don't know who you are." So let me just pick off little things from this. Yeah,
and then go create a family only for it to be taken away from her. Yeah, I see how she went crazy. I understand that.
Took an entire city or town hostage, and
she did worse in the comics.
Yeah. I didn't read all of her series, but
she was so powerful that she said no more mutants, and all the mutants stopped being mutants. Everyone lost their powers.
Wow.
She created a whole nother universe. Like Thanos had to have a ring to do that. She did that with her words. That's how Wanda really has been underplayed as far as her power. Now they really acknowledge and like she could have did even more than what she did. Like I don't think she needed any spells to walk across realities.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea it was that deep.
Yeah, she's powerful.
Yeah, she's been through a lot. trauma and sadness and revenge and vengeance and bitterness and all of it built up into one, and it's boiling like a volcano. And she just finally
erupted.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
now that we know she went on and did the full Scarlet Witch moniker, America Chavez, introduction into the comics.
Okay.
America Chavez has only been around for about less than 10 years now. She was one of the characters that I said was brought in for representation. I think the first and only character that they really did this well with, as far as like new.
She was. Sorry, I don't. Who was that again?
America Chavez.
Yeah,
she's the one that was going through the shit that could teleport basically through the universe.
What was her character? What did she? She's a. Of course, she's not an Avenger, but what was?
Well, she's gonna become a young Avenger. That's what's gonna happen. She eventually becomes Captain America somehow, some way. Yeah, I rolled my eyes because
she's Latina.
Yeah, she's Mexican.
Okay.
The reason why I'm saying she's Mexican is for a reason.
Right.
Well, because she's Mexican, but what's
happening.
I say is well, first of all, I introduce her character. America Chavez, again, has been here less than 10 years, and I say that she's one of the characters that were introduced strictly for representation, just like Miles Morales and Blue Beetle were. Blue Beetle was a Puerto Rican character that was introduced into DC, and Miles Morales was a Puerto Rican and black character, obviously, that was introduced in the MCU, who's only been here since 2011, so he's fairly new too.
Yeah.
America Chavez is a Mexican American superhero who has the first of all, her name is America, and her powers are to cross the multiverse. So her power throughout this movie was that Wanda wanted to absorb her so that she can cross all the borders of the multiverse. Someone made a joke about that, and I was like, oh my god, her power is that she can cross the borders. And it's taking white people across the borders of the multiverse. Damn. And so they brought up the question, is her representation authentic?
I feel like
she also is the LGBT. Oh, I don't know if her character is LGBT, but I know her parents were. So I was like, they checked a bunch of boxes here. And I just felt like it was one of the characters that I felt like was rushed out. Especially, I didn't really think about it too much until I saw the movie, and someone pointed that out, and I was like, damn. That's like learning Batman has this power with white privilege. It was like, damn, I can't unsee that now.
Well, Ben Affleck Batman basically said he's
money.
Right.
What's your superpower? Money.
Money. Put a trillionaire and this fucking expensive ass Mercedes Benz. But anyway,
yeah.
I feel like I have to see the entire film and to understand who this person is, because like I said, I don't know.
Yeah,
I can answer the questions, but that's kind of funny irony.
Yeah, I was like, that was like learning
or sad irony.
Yeah.
It's like
the Power Rangers having a black character
a little bit when you say it,
like Black Power Ranger, or the Yellow Ranger being
yellow
Asian.
Yeah, Asian.
It's like damn.
It's like, come on. And
ain't nobody
they were just trying to throw everything into this film. I don't know.
That's why I was like, that was one of the representation characters. It was like
character wasn't that fleshed out.
They rushed this one.
Yeah. I don't know. I need to see the film.
Yeah, she's the future Captain America for the Young Avengers. But next one, I would say,
I hope she's better than the Captain America and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because that man, who the fuck decided
that's Black Captain America?
Let Anthony Mackie be.
He gon'
Captain America, please.
I guess
I'm sorry.
But no, next we have the Illuminati. That was one of my favorite scenes. We had John Krasinski, the fan favorite, coming in and being Mr. Stretch, Mr. Fantastic. Again, we already talked about Patrick Stewart. We had Maria Rambeau as Captain Marvel. And for those who don't know, Maria Rambeau was the original Captain Marvel before Danvers, whatever her first name is, Danvers became Captain Marvel. So they were just trying to play along with a little Easter egg with that, and like get y'all to know that Captain Marvel was black originally. Actually, Captain Marvel was a man. Now there's a whole little story about that, but anyway, this one was the one that came before. I also, and this is breaking for me, I think that Baron Mordo, who was a part of it, was also kind of a mix of Brother Voodoo. Only because he kept saying brother the whole time, and I was like, brother, brother. And he had he had dreads, or he had locks this time.
This
and
is
like,
yeah, I'm so sorry.
Him right there.
Yes, his character. But I did see somebody else who was in the Illuminati. The guy with he had like a dolphin fin, and like apparently his powers were like
Popples. This is so we're talking about Baron Mordo right here.
Right there, guys. The other guy was a part of the Illuminati. The one that
Black Bolt.
Yes. Why did Mr. Fantastic go ahead and say all of this stuff? Like
he can whisper and he can kill you. Why didn't he just kill him?
Yeah.
What mouth?
I was like,
oh shit.
She's going for blood. I've never seen this film before, but Twitter gave me the entire scene.
I was like, who won this film?
She murdered everyone in that scene. And I was like, what?
You're spaghetti.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It was cold. Maria Rambeau, I feel like she wasn't even really was going to die. I feel like it's like, but we got to kill her too.
What happened to her?
She just got knocked over by a statue and just showed her hand. Like, ugh. And then she died. Haley Atwell.
She got
Captain Carter.
Split in half, right? With her own
that was
shield.
The worst one. She got cut in half with the shield. That was, I loved it. It was so gory.
I wish I'd seen it.
Get your blood boiling.
Yeah.
Grind
your gears a little bit.
But yeah, that scene, that was great. I loved it. Defender Strange, aka Zombie Strange. That was my favorite part of the movie. Mm-hmm. When, for those who don't know, Defender Strange was another variant of Dr. Strange. Who does a lot of things in the comics and what they talk about. He was at the beginning of the movie. He was the one that got killed and was about to kill America at the beginning of the movie. He then becomes Zombie Strange. And the reason why that was so cool to me is because I actually have another toy to show it.
Oh my gosh.
There's this very famous comic called Marvel Zombies. And here you'll see Falcon, as she said, the zombie version of him.
Zombie? That's so cool.
So this was like their way of doing that. And yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
That's dope.
Yeah, they did one episode, I think episode 5 of What If, and that's honestly what you were talking about before, with how they would incorporate the animated series into the MCU.
That was really cool.
And honestly, I think that this was like a live action version of the one where he went crazy, where they talked about Supreme Strange and whatnot, because Supreme Strange actually was in the movie as well. He was the one that
when he was trying to fix we could be playing the same thing over and over when his Rachel died or whatever, something like that, trying to fix his own fate or something like that.
Yeah, and he wound up in that pocket dimension by himself. That was the real life pocket dimension by himself. So
that's cool.
Yeah, I like that as well. Even though they killed him off in like 2 seconds, I didn't understand that. But yeah, I think that was cool. And then how they went in and talked about the Darkhold again and whatnot. I thought that. Well, even though, Wanda's strong, I was like, I didn't like how they showed Wong to be so damn weak, but I'm like, Wanda's just like very powerful, so that makes sense.
Wong?
Yeah, Wong.
They made him like a little pansy in this movie.
Basically, he was like being bitch the whole movie.
He
did, but it ain't work. They actually made it seem
he's
like
still
he
alive,
died.
right?
They made it seem like he died, but he came back and did the movie. I mean, I knew it was like he didn't die. They like threw him off a cliff, but you knew he didn't die.
Okay.
Yeah, if it was like another Earth, then yeah, he would have been dead. But let's see. Did we talk about everybody in Illuminati?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I thought it was cool how they dropped the Earth 616 little
So what's that?
So in the comics, the main
area code is that?
The main Earth in Marvel Comics is called Earth 616.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's when you're like, your Earth is 616, ours is 837. So if you was a comic book nerd, you was like, oh shit, they did the Earth 616. Oh yeah. They dropped the bomb. Yeah. So everybody was going crazy.
I ain't know my shit. Comic books. I thought I was on it, but
Oh yeah.
I
And
need to know
then
these area codes.
the next biggest thing is when they did the end scene where they had what was her name?
I
Charlize
heard Charlize
Theron.
Theron made
Yeah.
a little
Just know
appearance.
that they ain't chose her for no reason. That was a very important character.
So apparently, because I did, you know, Twitter. And then after that, I like went on like Google to like see who's her character, right?
Mhm.
So apparently she's like the woman version of Doctor Strange, but evil. More
Yeah.
evil.
I would say more.
Like a supreme.
Yeah, more like, she ain't really got her humanity.
Okay, that's gone. All of that's gone.
But Doctor Strange and her wound up, hooking up and whatnot. Actually, her and Doctor Strange and Wanda wound up hooking up, but that's a whole nother story.
What?
Oh yeah, they had threesome in the comics. Yeah, the Marvel heads was a little crazy sometimes.
Damn.
Yeah, look it up.
I'm like, wait a minute, what? This is like a family thing, but okay.
I mean, of course, they're never going to show anything like that, but yeah, sometimes I think them comic book writers got bored and was like, let's spice this up. But yeah, they definitely showed that and whatnot. So those who don't know, Charlize Theron is going to be playing Shara, who is Doctor Strange's future wife. We'll see how they do that and how they depict her and whatnot. But yes, that was a very important scene because I know a lot of people were like, the end scenes are always something cool that leads to something good, and this was bad. I mean, the first one was Billy Campbell. They showed him out the thing we talking about. Sam Raimi directed the movie, and for those who didn't understand that, Sam Raimi directed Ash and the Evil Dead and a bunch of horror movies. Billy Campbell played Ash from Ash and the Evil Dead, and Billy Campbell, if you go back and watch all the original Spider-Man, he was in those movies. He actually was the guy. He was the announcer who was the wrestler in the original Spider-Man who did Tobey Maguire. He was in a few other of those movies. He was in the video game for that series. He's just like a MC or Spider-Man, just Easter egg.
Yeah.
And so that was the reason why he was in there slapping himself, and he was part of it. Just because, like, if you're a fan, you just knew.
If you know,
you know. So Easter egg. I think that's all I got for Doctor Strange.
I have to see it.
Yes, you have to see it.
I need to see it.
Give more detail.
I know, but I did my best. I did my best.
Oh, you did?
Shout out to Twitter, because without you guys, I would not be able to give my opinion, my full report on this, even though I haven't seen the film.
I just was waiting on Deadpool to step out and see Wolverine step out. I wanted to see a few more people step out. I did.
Yeah.
I want to see Jean Grey. Jean Grey is my favorite mutant, so.
The Phoenix.
The Phoenix.
Not Jean Grey from this new X-Men.
No, definitely no.
Because
they fucked up her story twice.
I was disappointed with her own movie.
Mm-hmm.
It was like this.
Twice.
It had potential, but
twice.
But the ones with the original, the series X-Men, they did her more justice.
Except for that third one.
Yeah.
This one right here. This movie damn it, knocking everything down. I'm sorry. I don't know, but this is the original one. But this trilogy.
Oh yeah, that's the good one. That's the good one.
But this is the good one. But this trilogy, yeah, that they messed it up. And then they did the next one, yeah.
Gritty and grimy. It was like Belly, watching Belly. That's how gritty it was.
Man, I was talking to somebody who said that wasn't as good of a movie as it was.
What?
That's another topic.
Yeah. They're strange.
All right. So we gotta do Doctor Strange. I think this concludes.
Yeah, I'm like, this was awesome. So thank you for letting me be a part of your podcast. I don't get along with cats. They make me itch. But I hope I'm back for another one, and I'm excited. I hope I didn't talk too much or over talk or whatever. But this was really fun, and hopefully I'm back.
Definitely, you will be. So in the meantime, I would say shout out to social media. Shout out.
I'm back on the social media, everybody. You can follow me at Dana, DANA, 2_, last name Flowers, FLOWERS. And you can follow me on Twitter. my Twitter handle is pretty long. It's at Southside Freaky Stay Tatted. I'm gonna change it because it's a little long. But if you know, you know.
Yeah.
It's from things shit DMV people say. So shout out to him. But yeah, I'm gonna change my Twitter handle, but at Dana__flowers.
All right. Link all that will be in the description here if you want to get in touch with Dana. You know, she's a great creative. Put it in one of your projects. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, put it in one of your projects. Yeah, a lot of work comes in. I said put her in one of your projects.
Oh yeah, please.
Yeah,
please.
some advertising.
I think I'm pretty funny.
Yeah, I think so too.
If I don't try, I'm funny. So yeah.
I mean, if you want to see how funny she is, she's in one of the sketches that are on this channel. The superhero sketch actually has not been released because of a certain someone.
I don't even know.
Yeah, no, you remember the one with Ash? It's a long story. We haven't finished that yet, but we won't talk about it.
It's coming. It's coming. So, it's coming, guys.
She's in
and we were in the
a Granny No Gag.
Yes,
Granny No Gag.
Hopefully I get to do some more of that. So, I don't like that name, but yeah, it's a character.
Hey, Granny No Gag. Hey, Granny ain't got no gag. Granny don't.
Thanks, guys.
All right, and you know who I am. It's Cornell Westside from the Best Side, reporting to you live again with the AV Club. This initial segment coming live. Talk to you later. Until next time. Peace.